I'm your local homo and it's f***ing cold. Let's just jump straight into it.
Could have done that a lot differently. Even like privately, the way we handled it with each other was, I don't think, that responsible. It was kind of like we went full like no contact basically when it came out almost.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Just like
Our breakup. But it was like, it was a hard cold turkey. There was no celebration of that EP. There was no communication about it. You were dating someone else.
yeah.
Oh, ow. Look, it's normal for your ex to date someone else, but need to know, and that's not something that is needed to be known. And it's still very weird to see them sitting together and talking so candidly.
That was stressful. All of that was stressful. And I was like, yeah, that was just, it was a lot. But it was like so fun. But I was thinking about it. It was wild. Like at the beginning, it started so positive and it was like, okay, we have nothing to do. It's COVID.
let's
like,
create
what are we
this
going to do?
thing.
Like, let's make these videos and we're fun.
It always
and
is.
whatever. And it took like months. And then by like the last few videos, we were like falling apart at the seams.
Yeah,
like,
the feel
miserable.
video. The one that will literally never see the light of day.
Miserable. And the girl who edited that video, months later, I worked with her on a different project. And I was like, did you like listen to us
we were
in that
arguing.
video? Because I was recording audio every time I was using the camera.
Yeah.
That editor would have gotten so much tea.
We were arguing the whole time. Not nicely either. And then there was a scene where we were trying to get you to cry. And we were like, should we just record and like have a combo? And you remember it? It
No,
was
I feel
also
like
not
I feel like
good.
I've blocked that out.
And you didn't even cry.
It's okay.
We just tortured ourselves for what?
Plenty of crying.
Yeah.
I did plenty of crying after it.
Both would have.
Why do you feel like this is my podcast now, by the way?
Yeah, I love it. Thank you. Thanks for having me here
You're so welcome.
in my room.
Yeah, also the fact that we are in your bedroom
Oh,
and you like still have a few things that you've had.
in the same bed as well. So many memories. I don't know how they're putting themselves through this.
When we were dating.
Some things never change.
Some things never change.
Yeah.
Is this your same mattress?
Unfortunately. I need to get a new
Shannon,
one. I don't
we
even think that
have
that's
to.
like good for my
It's
back.
not healthy.
No,
I'm getting
it's not healthy
we're
for your
getting
soul.
I brought a little sage
Yeah, can
spray.
you please?
We gotta like
Help me.
wow.
Yeah, I need a new
let's
mattress.
Let's collectively.
Can we start a
all send
GoFundMe?
I was gonna say, can we start a GoFundMe to get this fucking girl a new mattress?
Okay, I'm embarrassed now.
Okay.
Anyway, what were you gonna ask me?
Why do you feel like we ultimately broke up?
Ultimately, which time? Ultimately, you mean like the very end?
The
Yeah.
final one. Yeah.
Well, I feel like. Do you want to talk about this?
We can, and then we can maybe cut it out.
Okay. I feel like I had a lot of like empathy for how you were feeling when we first started to break up, because we were really young, and I think you felt like you hadn't experienced enough life like alone or like with other people, and I had a similar
Classic.
experience with my first relationship, whereas like, wow, I don't know what it's like. I'm very codependent with her, and I was never out as a lesbian, single. So like when you were going through that experience, I was like, I can't be selfish about this. Like I know that feeling, and I know you're not coming from, you weren't doing it to be mean to me or to hurt me.
Isn't this kind of what happened with Becky, where she wanted to be in an open relationship or date other people?
But you just like needed to have those life experiences. But the problem was I kept trying to be like, okay, go away, go do it. And then you would go away for like
A second.
a few months or a month or 3 weeks. And then you'd be like, I miss you. And then it was just like a cycle of us being like, break up, get back together, break up, get back together.
So
Hook
toxic.
up with other people.
We
get
all
back
do
together. I hook up with someone, you find out every person I hooked up with, every single person.
I had some.
I could not.
You couldn't get away with anything.
It wasn't even. It was like the weirdest ways I was getting caught.
Yeah, you got caught on video one time. Somebody filmed you.
That's
Literally
weird.
yelled at me across the bar. I'm like in an open relationship, I think, at that point, or we were broken up. I don't even know which is true anymore because timelines are blurry. Anyway, I kissed someone on a dance floor. I hear someone from across the bar yell, "Now this is living," and I was like, oh my God, we got to go. And then that person DM'd the video to every person I followed on Instagram, pretty much. I was like, nice.
So not fair.
And it was so bizarre because in so many ways, no shade to you, you were the one who wanted to go out and experience new things. And I was kind of in that like classic.
Look, that's typically what happens. Like I've heard of men wanting to, open the relationship and then their wife or partner end up being a lot more successful with finding people to date, and they want to close the relationship because they're jealous that their partner is getting more and they didn't intend it to be that way. And it doesn't sound like this is the case, but I don't know. I don't think it ever works opening a relationship because it's like saying, oh, you're not enough for me. Can I go and have fun with other people but still keep you there on the side just so that I know you're there and have that safety? But I still want to like go and have fun and sleep with others. I just don't. I'm monogamous to a T, so it doesn't flow with
your
me.
partner suggests an open relationship scenario and you're like, well, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
All right, yeah.
So I would like, even at one point it was like,
The irony was that I was also in that time. It was not you were and I wasn't.
Okay, that's not completely true.
I don't know, all the timelines are a little hairy.
Yeah.
Your whole
It doesn't
relationship
matter,
is
obviously.
hairy.
It's like Samantha, this is not important, but I think that is what started to happen. And then it just, it got to a point where it was obvious. It's like, okay, now we're just in a toxic cycle. And I genuinely wanted you to go live your life and have those experiences. And I am curious, like, what would have happened if COVID didn't happen? Because I feel like COVID helped us, like, really nail that coffin shut.
Going back to us, why it ultimately ended, I think I was not equipped to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, and I think, and you were so gracious with me of just like, I understand, I see you, I get it.
So
and then
empathetic.
I would
It's
go
great.
and then I'd be like, well, what am I doing? Like, I have this incredible human being. And yeah, it was irresponsible with your heart, with my heart. And
Yeah, it sounds
just
brutal.
like, we were young.
I think we were young.
We were just
I mean, I
young.
was a part of the problem too, because there's a lot of times when I look back where I'm like, I should have just said no. Just been like,
Yeah, you
okay,
should've.
you have to.
Like, set
Just,
boundaries.
yeah, I am boundaryless. I'm trying to learn how.
How's that going?
I'm still learning. Every day. It's a new day. Okay. Carrie hit her head on my shelf.
Oh,
Be
God.
careful.
It's getting weird up here.
Yeah, I mean, it took two people to make that happen. I think if I was older or
It was weird the moment you two sat down.
more mature and able to set boundaries, when that first started coming up, I would have been like, go forth and prosper, girl.
Yeah.
And instead I was like, it also created such a weird, like, avoidant, anxious thing between us where we were flipping back and forth
Yep.
with each other
The whole
constantly.
time.
It was like,
You would pull away and then I would run towards you and then you would run towards me and I would pull away. And it was
So
just
toxic.
this dynamic that was,
Hard.
it was intense.
it was, yeah.
But also, like, the times that were good, like, we're so good.
it was great.
Like, when we,
It's always like that. High highs, low
beginning.
lows.
like the wasted youth era
Oh
and
my
like
gosh,
the music
can
video.
we talk about wasted youth?
Yeah, let's talk about wasted youth.
If you
Wait,
guys,
can we talk about should we talk about how we met?
let's do it.
Ooh, I love this.
So I had followed you on Instagram for a long time and I had an internet crush on you. And we had a mutual friend, Courtney, and I was out in LA visiting and she was like, I'm going bowling tonight with my friend Shannon. And I canceled all my plans. And I was like, I'm coming. And then
she wants
And then
it.
I almost canceled.
and then you almost canceled because you were supposed to be somewhere else. And then I get to the bowling alley and I was so nervous. My heart was beating out of my chest at the Bolero. And yeah, and then we met there and then we went out
To Davy Wayne.
we went out to Davy Wayne's.
Yep. And then I was like, what's your Instagram? Remember that?
Yeah, you were like, what's your Instagram? And I was like, and I didn't want to tell you it because I was already following you and I didn't want to seem like I was like a fangirl.
And it was before I think it said follow back even, but I typed in my Instagram on yours or something, but it became apparent that you already followed me. And I was like, oh, so nice.
You're like, you already followed me? I was like, fuck. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I already followed you, and then we kissed on the day we met, on the night we met.
Typical
Crazy.
lesbians.
Young,
crazy.
love. We
Also-
were babies.
Also,
I love a nice kiss on the first date. It's just fireworks.
do you remember when we were outside Davy Wayne's and you jumped up and you
And
hit a tree?
And a rat fell out of the tree.
that felt like the first bad omen.
Potentially.
Oh my God. I forgot.
A
Literal.
rat fully fell out of
First
a tree.
of all, what was I doing jumping like that? It's
I feel like you were trying to be
I
cool.
was literally like, I can jump high.
You're
Why
like,
do I
here's-
do? I think I still do that, by the way. Actually, I know. I've been told. I recently jumped at tenants, like jumped over a barrier to try to
I feel
impress
like-
a girl. And she was
yeah,
like,
it's
"That
not-
was weird."
It's
And I'm
not
like,
that impressive.
That's yeah. I gotta.
You're like,
I
look-
should have cut that out years ago.
You're like, look how high I could jump. No, the rat felt like the first bad omen.
The rat was the first bad omen. We should have thought more about that. But also not bad omen. I feel like everything that was meant to happen, great things happened.
Yeah, we had a great relationship.
Okay, so then wasted youth
They're so cute
Wasted
and
youth.
young.
happened really quickly after that, basically.
Quickly.
Because I was like, oh, I need to be single, and I was like excited to be single, and then I met you, and then I was like, fuck, like, but you lived in New York still, so I was like, oh, I'll just wait till like she moves to LA, and then we just talked all the time. And then you came to LA for something. We were at Dockweiler Beach, we were drinking, and like literally just with friends, and our friend Ryan pulled out his camera, started filming us, and we like, I almost drowned in the ocean, but we were
Because we were
because
drunk.
we were drunk, and it was
Jesus.
and why was the
So
water
late.
randomly warm?
It was so warm.
Weirdest feeling ever. The water was warm. Ryan shoots all these clips, and then he was like, you guys, this might be crazy, but I feel like that could be like the beginning of a music video, like that could be in like Wasted Youth or whatever. And then
I've seen Wasted Youth, and these two, they just have so much chemistry. I mean, you can see it here. They just flow, as toxic as they might have been. So much chemistry, and that's why they work so well together in music videos. Want them to make more content together.
that's how we ended up filming that music video, and like everything else after that. Oh, talk about trees. You fell out of one.
What, when we were filming the video?
Yes, remember you
I
fell
fell
out of a
clumsy.
tree?
What
When
tree?
we climbed the tree and you fell out of the tree. You're the rat.
I am the rat.
You were the rat.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Do you remember that? There's video, but like you can't see it.
Oh, and then I was all and I
yes,
was
you
all
fell out
scratched
of
up.
the tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yikes.
made like a sound when you did it. You like
I feel like I'm gonna
funked.
black that out too.
Anyway, that video, but then that video ended up being such a weird, that was weird decision making. Every video we've made is weird. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, this might not
We
be one
need
of
to
our finer
stop
ideas.
recording ourselves. Anyway,
We also have no plan for this.
no.
We just were like, we're just gonna
Let's talk.
let's just sit down and see what flows and see what the conversation.
Yeah, we're flowing.
We're flowing. It's going.
Let's go.
Are we doing okay? 10 out of 10. How would you rate this yet? I mean,
Yeah. 10 out of 10. I'm enjoying myself.
Hey, 10 out of 10. How would you rate this yet? Is that how YouTube works? 10 out of 10. Okay.
can we talk about the fact that you're drinking a beer?
Mm-hmm. And you're drinking a coconut
Oh,
water?
I was gonna say maybe we shouldn't tell people what it is. It feels lame.
The coconut water?
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
don't
pretty
really
obvious.
I
it's
don't really
coconut
drink
water.
these days,
That's okay. Yeah.
but I did say that
Me
I
neither.
would do
the game.
a drink.
It's a trick or treat. I don't know if you should drink. I don't know if you should.
A drink or two.
You would think I'm the one. You're the one drinking. It's me. I'm drinking a beer.
Why is this so funny? I feel like you got funnier.
Thank you so much.
We're going to leave it there because I'm getting tired. I love these two. I can't say it enough. I love them separately. I love them together. Great to see that they're, becoming friends or whatever this is. I'll see you in part 3. Thanks for watching. Much love.